Welcome to another episode of Blitz Bros with your hosts, Ryan Carr and Jordan Norman. Let's go, Blitz Nation!
Yo, what up, Blitz Nation, guys? Welcome to another great week of football. Welcome to the Blitz Bros, the best of the best podcast when it comes to football, fantasy football, NFL, and just two
life
advice, and two dudes rocking out, loving football. So, you got Ryan, Jordan. Welcome everybody, and Jordan, how's it going, bro? How's your week?
Dude, not bad. Can't complain. Things are like the same every week over here, I swear. So
Yeah.
nothing crazy exciting really changes. But
Oh.
we did. I will say we had this one crazy case at work where this guy got impaled by a 6-foot pole
Bro,
right through his chest, right here.
wait, let me cut to that.
Like right, I'll put it right here. It's like right here through his chest.
No way.
And it missed all major arteries and veins. It missed his heart. It obviously got his lung.
Jeez.
But the dude was like chilling. They took like 30 minutes to cut him out of that, and then they brought him to the hospital, pulled out the pipe, and he's like fine.
So I've seen a lot of Grey's Anatomy, and I know that's an official source of health. And
It's the real deal.
it's the real
Absolutely.
deal,
Yeah.
So my wife is a nurse, and we're just binge watching through Grey's Anatomy, and I'm loving life right now. Anyways,
Nice.
so like when you're cutting a pipe, do you have to cut? Do you choose which side do you choose to cut first? Like, or do
Well, that's
you
going to be the EMTs. I wasn't there, so I'm not sure. So what I understand, it all depends on the predicament. He was in a truck, ran into a fence or a tree or something, but he had a bunch of pipe in the back of his truck, and it went through the back of his
Bro,
chest.
that's like Final
through the front.
Destination,
Right?
stuff.
I said the same thing.
Yo.
Yeah, well,
What?
thankfully, but like I said, it missed all the major arteries and veins, and he wasn't really bleeding that much. And so it
Jeez.
took him 30 minutes. They had to cut both sides, so front and back. No
Yeah.
idea how they started, but they had to cut both
And
sides.
just keep the pipe in him.
Yeah,
like-
because they're not going to remove that until he's at the hospital. Because
Yeah.
then, let's say that's what's blocking off some major artery from bleeding.
Right.
As soon as they pull that out, it's going to bleed. So they want to be there where they can take care of it, right?
Bro, wait. So
But-
how big was the hole in the pipe?
It was 6 inches.
So you could literally see through the
Freaking huge,
dude.
dude.
When you cut both ends of the tube, you could
6 centimeters. I'm going crazy. 6 centimeters. It's
So
still
how big.
big.
Is a 6 centimeter hole. How big would you?
It's
say?
like it's a little bit more than 5 centimeters.
that. That would do it.
How do I explain it? Go find a ruler, man. It's like I don't know, like
I
about
don't
that
know.
big.
Okay. Dang.
So, but like I'm radiology, so all I see is like the chest X-ray or the CT scans after it's been removed, and then I see pictures on his chart of like how big the pipe is. But
Bro, so what I'm saying and what I'm envisioning is like you cut the front, the back off, you leave it inside, and this guy walks up to you, you straight up can see right through the dude.
yeah, absolutely, they have a picture of that. They took an anterior picture, and you can see the bed behind him through the pipe.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's
I don't
like-
recommend it. It's pretty sick, but I don't
I
recommend
would
it.
want to like pass something through him, like a note or throw something through him, just to say like I threw something through a guy. Like
Yeah, there you go.
that's
Maybe your wife will get a chance to do that someday. Tell you all about it.
I feel like I had another question on this subject, but I think it passed. But that's crazy. That was your week.
Yeah.
That was your weekend.
I mean, like I say, I'm radiology, so I see a small snippet of this guy. I just see the scans, but the story's pretty cool.
I thought of my question. So imagine this tube going through wherever in your body. Like it's at some point when it goes through the body, it cuts out that chunk of your like that hole. It cut that chunk out and did just plop out that chunk of body.
I don't know how clean it was. I didn't see the picture at the scene, but yeah,
Sorry, I'm like painting a picture that none of us need to see, but like I've just always imagined like a tube like that goes through your body. Obviously, it's gonna cut that part of your body out, and like, is it stuck in the tube? I don't know, bro.
I don't know where it went. He definitely has a large part of his upper lung
Yeah.
missing right there. I'm not sure if they like the skin just kind of folded in or if it was completely cut out when the pipe went through.
Bro.
I'm not sure.
Imagine if it never healed and it just the rest of his life just a hole right there in his body. That would be
I-
sick.
He'd probably die, but that would be crazy.
Like it healed on the inside of it, but like the hole was just there. It never filled. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be
Yeah.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's like
Anyways, dude,
it's like a human hole punch. You just got your human hole punched. You like
That'd be-
hang
you'd-
yourself through the holes. I don't know, bro. Anyways,
you'd be there for the nicknames.
human hole punch, bro. My week was pretty chill, I guess, compared to that.
Oh yeah, no, you did something exciting yesterday. Tell
I
us
went to
about
a
it.
Braves game.
That's fun.
It was super fun. Played the Nationals. I wouldn't say we destroyed. We won like 3-2, but good game.
Hey, our boy Jake is proud of you.
Yeah, Jake is a big fan.
Big Braves
Our boy
fan.
Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, big Braves fan. I like the Braves. I'll rep them. Home team.
It's a cool logo.
Yeah, cool logo. But Seattle Mariners all the way. Right here, baby. Seattle Mariners, baby. It's my team.
Yeah. We're both rooting for him, hands
Yeah,
down.
they're
I'm a
doing pretty
Rangers
good.
fan myself, but I'll go for
Yeah.
I'll go for the Mariners.
Almost had you guys in the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Did you?
bro, dude, we got some good football coming up. I'm excited to talk about some football. What about you?
Oh, dude, it's so excited. I think this week is a little bit looking a little bit better than last week. Last week we knew it was going to be brutal, and it was. So
Last
hopefully
week was
this week will be a
brutal.
little easier.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to talk about our weekly picks. I'm excited to talk about some certain survivor picks from someone here on the team. So, yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
fun, bro.
Let's just pass over that and go.
Nope, let's get
go.
right into it.
It's time for your weekly picks on the Blitz Bros.
Sick. Guys, welcome to the Blitz Picks portion of this podcast where we talk about going right into picks for this is week 4. Welcome to week 4 of the NFL, and we're picking our wins of the week, who we think are going to win this week in all the matchups. And guys, we got some mediocre matchups and then some good ones. But real quick, let's recap last week. How did this last week fare for you, bro?
Dude, it was this is a pretty terrible week.
Yeah.
That's
we had some
all I
fun
really
picks.
want to say. And then
We had some fun
I think
picks.
so. We had discussed last week that last week's matchups overall were pretty tricky, right?
Yeah.
And I think we all got butchered. Granted, some did better than others,
Yep.
but we all kind of got butchered overall. It was rough.
It was a rough week. Yeah.
I was kind of in the middle. I guess I got 9 out of the total picks.
Yeah. You
Correct.
got 9 picks right for the week. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm most upset that I picked the Bengals over the Vikings because that was the most one-sided game probably this season so far.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I won't make that mistake again. Otherwise, in other news, I am a little upset that in the history of Blitz Bros podcast, I have the first failure of a survival pick. And not only that, it was my boys. My boys.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Sorry, bro.
It was a punch to the gut. So
Yep, you lost the first official survivor pick ever. And I just want to play this back. Remember when I asked you how painful would it be that not only did you lose your survivor pick, it was your Cowboys that lost you that. How's that make you feel?
dude. I don't really want to relive this anymore.
No! No! No!
Is that how it felt?
Oh yeah, I didn't even watch the last quarter. Well, I knew it was going to be terrible when CD got hurt pretty early on, and it ends
Yeah.
up he has a high ankle sprain, going to be out for at least. I think they said at least 2 weeks. I suspect it'll be more than that, but it all
Yeah.
depends on the severity.
According to the fantasy football ESPN app, it says 2 to 4, but
Yeah, okay,
with a
yeah,
high ankle sprain, right? I'm pretty sure.
I would. Yeah, unless they want him to come back. I don't know, without being fully, ready, which I think would be a terrible decision. But knowing the NFL, they probably might push something like that.
Right.
I think he should be out for the full 4 weeks to make sure he's healed because that's not something you want to mess around on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, clearly they couldn't beat the Bears without him. So
Well, I mean, it wasn't just. I mean, it turns out that if the Cowboys, their biggest weakness right now is if the other team has an offense, and that's going to be a huge barrier for all future games. So I wouldn't recommend picking them if you're going to do any survivor picks in the future.
yeah. So what you're saying is you don't trust your Cowboys defense.
No.
Yeah.
Our secondary is like non-existent.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, anyways, it was painful. It was rough.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, I did better than Blitz this week. So
That's true. You got 9 picks right. Blitz Nation got only 8. I got 10. So finally leading last week. But overall, I got 32 total picks right. You have 35, and Blitz Nation has 35 picks right. So
Ooh.
we're all close. So hopefully I can catch up. Again, week 1 really messed me up, so I'm slowly catching up.
Yeah, but we both had some good lone wolf picks, so I think we're on track to get some stuff figured out.
Yeah. So, bro, you ready to go right into this week?
Dude, tell us how this begins.
Yes, Thursday night football tonight. We've got the Seahawks versus the I almost said Cowboys. That'd be crazy. That'd be a good thing. Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Yeah, I think the Seahawks have been playing pretty well these last couple weeks. Cardinals, they lost their first game last week against the 49ers. So yeah, we're both 2-1, and I think it'll be a good game. It's divisional, which is always good. It's always good. It'll be a good game. Thursday night football, prime time. But and I think the Seahawks are wearing their lime green uniforms that game. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, the new.
Traditionally, we do pretty dang good in our. Oh wait, no. It's an away game. It's home for Cardinals, so I think it's only home. I think it's only home games where we wear our alternate jerseys. So
this would be a good game for you guys to wear those new jerseys, the new rivalries jersey, whatever they're called.
I can't remember what week they said that was coming out. I think it's like in October, but
okay.
But yeah, pretty easily I got Seahawks winning this matchup. So does Blitz Nation. Who do you got?
Yeah, I actually think this is one of the more close matchups just because it's divisional rivalry, but I also went Seahawks. I think Cardinals, they lost. It was a close loss, it was a closer game, but they lost to a pretty injury-ridden 49ers team.
Yeah.
And I think the Seahawks, they're not suffering with too many injuries unless you tell me otherwise.
Don't jinx it.
I knock on wood. I think Seahawks should win this. If not close, it should be a good game.
Yeah, and I don't know. Just to put it out there, Marvin Harrison Jr. I watched them last week with the Cardinals and the 49ers. He dropped not just one time, at least a couple times. He's wide open down the field, touchdown ready, catch and go, dropped. And he's done that quite a few times this season already.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's turned out to be that hot shot that he was drafted to be. So Cardinals, you guys better watch out with Marvin Harrison. So just saying, I don't think he's all he's supposed to be.
I think it could be at least one of the games to watch this week for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's the only one on Thursday night, so
you better freaking watch it.
Anyways, yeah, let's get right into our next pick. All right, bro. First game Sunday morning. Who do we got?
All right, we got the Vikings Steelers. And we saw how the Vikings destroyed the Bengals, which the Bengals are basically a women's volleyball team right now. So that wasn't the most impressive thing of all time. Your man Jake Browning didn't play the best, and we kind of hyped him up a little bit last week, right?
We hyped him up, and he was straight booty cheeks. So
yeah. So not to hate on the.
He did not perform.
No, not to hate on the Bengals for this Vikings Steelers pick.
If you're watching the game, there's at least 5 or 6 turnovers from the Bengals offense. He threw, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think just 1 interception that game, but that was on him. But all the straight to the defender. But all the other ones were the wide receiver hit their body, deflected off of them, interception.
Yeah.
Or they caught the ball, ran with it, fumbled it, turnover. So there were so many turnovers. I don't put that game all on Jake Browning, but definitely the last quarter he was not playing good. So
sure. But the other thing we can talk about is the Vikings defense is just actually really good as well,
Yeah.
So, and the Steelers defense is kind of terrible, as we discussed. So yep. I have Vikings winning this matchup, even though it's a home game for the Steelers.
Yeah,
I've got it may Vikings. Come down to the offenses, but I think Vikings will win it.
Yeah, just from Vikings defense alone, I've got Vikings winning this. Blitz Nation has Steelers though, so And I do want to put this out real quick from last week. I know we gave Blitz Nation a hard time last week. It was the game. Who was it? Oh, it was Falcons versus Panthers. And they chose Panthers. They chose Panthers. We chose Falcons. And we were like, Blitz Nation, what are you guys doing? What are you doing, Blitz? And they beat us on that. Panthers beat the Falcons pretty bad last week. So
that matchup, even though it wasn't the most exciting, matchup of all time, that was one of the biggest surprises as far as last week goes. It was a shutout to the Falcons.
it was a shutout, but I don't put too much weight into it only because it was a divisional game. If it was
Fair.
any other matchup, the Saints, anyone else, I would have been a little more worried, but it's divisional, and in a divisional matchup, it's anyone's game. So I wasn't too surprised, but I was super bummed. So
Nah, dude, Panthers to the Super Bowl.
yeah. So Blitz Nation picks Steelers. They're a lone wolf on that. Could happen.
Okay.
And you and I Vikings. So next
All right.
pick. All right, bro. We got the Chargers versus the Giants. Giants are 0-3. 0-3. Brian Dable's job is on the line.
Yeah.
Chargers are 3-0. Pretty easy pick. I don't know.
This might be a snooze fest. I think the only notable thing here is that Giants they're benching Russell Wilson. They're starting
Yes.
Jackson Dart. I think that's actually going to hurt the Giants personally, because I think Jackson Dart, even though I think the dude has potential, I'm not going to write him off at any point right now.
Yeah.
I think he needed a little bit more growth, and he had the
Yeah.
perfect senior to do it behind, and they just benched him. So I don't know what the Giant front office is doing. I have an easy Chargers win here.
Very easy. I disagree with Brian Dable on starting Jackson Dart. I mean,
Well, my
don't-
theory is that it wasn't Brian Dable's call.
really?
I think, you like look at Daniel Jones. He was terrible
Yeah.
for the most part. He had some good spurts, but he was mostly bad while he was on the Giants. And then now look at him on the Colts. He's doing fantastic. I think there's a lot of pressure from front office to do things that maybe they don't want to do.
Mhm.
And I think Brian Dable is going to take the fall for it, and he's going to get fired, even though I actually don't think he's that bad of a coach.
That's fair. Either way, whether it was his decision or not, his job is on the line definitely this
Yeah.
season. And putting Jackson Dart in, I don't think is the answer. Not this early on in the season, but
Yeah.
is he going to beat the Chargers? No. Would Russell Wilson? I think there's a higher chance of him beating the Chargers. I don't think it's going to happen either way, but I don't know. I thought that was really surprising that they decided to do it this early on.
Yeah.
Before,
I
so,
thought, they could have had a Jordan Love situation and give him at least a full year behind Russell Wilson,
right?
and he could have been fantastic. I mean, not to say that it won't be. I'm not going to knock the dude off like I'm saying, but
Yeah.
I think they're making a rash decision here.
I'm gonna miss those moon balls from Russell Wilson. So those were some good balls. He's got some good balls. Just saying. Anyways, we got a full house. Chargers. Nothing more to say. Let's go to the next pick. All right, bro. Who we got?
Next up, we got Titans at Texans, and all I'm gonna say here is, ain't nobody care.
Nobody. I got Texans.
No offense to these two great franchises who are both 0-3.
0-3. So
I'm choosing the Texans because it's a home game, but no one's going to be watching this game.
well, I don't believe in Stroud this season, nor have I really ever. But he's just not getting the offense going. And you got Cam Ward, who's a rookie. So I don't know. According to ESPN, Texans have it 70% to win, and Titans 30% to win. So
Yeah.
Anyways,
Ain't nobody care.
Snooze fest, full house Texans. Next game. Next matchup, we got the Commanders versus the Falcons. Does Daniel Jones? Why do I keep doing that? Jaden Daniels, is he playing?
Last I saw, and as we're recording this is Wednesday. Last I saw, it's still questionable. He's still day-to-day right now.
Yeah.
So I think, sometimes teams will do that so that the other team has a hard time planning, the game. They're not sure what quarterback's going to be there. I think, if we assume that he's not going to be there, Marcus Mariota actually played pretty well last week,
Yeah.
So I still think Commanders, they're not hopeless without Jaden Daniels. And then we saw Falcons who got shut out by the Panthers last week. Granted, like you say, it's a divisional matchup. I still think Commanders are the overall better team and that they have the edge here over the Falcons. So I'm choosing Commanders.
Yeah, you're right. Marcus Mariota beat up the Raiders last week on the Commanders this week. Yeah, it's a home game for the Falcons, but I got to see a little more from the Falcons to have a little more faith in them. Commanders are supposed to be a really good team this year. I think they need to get Terry McLaurin a little bit, get him a little bit more juice, get him going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Commanders. Blitz Nation also has Commanders.
You got to go to one of these games, by the way.
I want to so bad. It's the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's a sexy stadium. So
It's one of my favorites in the league. I'm not gonna lie.
You been there?
No, just seeing it from the outside. I've never been there.
Yeah, no, it's such a beautiful stadium. I want to go so bad. So
Yeah.
apparently not this year, not next year, but the year after, the Super Bowl is gonna be in that stadium.
Ooh, all
I
right.
think this year it's gonna be in San Francisco. Next
Mhm.
year, I think back in LA, and then
Okay,
and then the following year, Atlanta. So
nice.
maybe we'll go to that Super Bowl, bro. You and me.
Yeah, dude. We'll
get
fork out what,
sponsored with
15
this
15,000?
podcast. Let's get some money, get some sponsors in, and guys, we will go to that Super Bowl. We'll vlog the whole thing, and
Dude, we'll only record us eating the concession food, and we'll tell you all about it.
yes, every single food option.
Yeah, all the
But,
winners.
Yeah. Yeah. Main question with this game, will Michael Penix bounce back? And will Jaden Daniels play? I think whether he plays or not, I'm still going Commanders, but how will the
Same.
Falcons do?
Yeah.
All right, next pick. Pretty easy pick. We got the Saints at the Bills. Bills are on fire. I don't got much to say about this game. In fantasy, if you've got Josh Allen, of course you're gonna play him, but don't expect him to go off. Last easy game that they had, last easy matchup, they just kind of ran the ball a lot more. So don't expect Josh Allen to go hard this game in fantasy. So obviously you're gonna play him. He's probably not gonna ball out because it's gonna be an easy blowout of a game.
Yeah.
So,
He'll only get you 30 points instead of 45,
yeah, right. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I went Bills. Blitz Nation went Bills.
Yeah, this is an easy Bills. Not enough said. That's good enough.
All right, bet. All right, bro. Give me this matchup. This is
man.
a tough one.
This might be game of the week, or at least one of the two games. There's a couple. This is one of the games of the week for sure. One of the most difficult matchups that we have this week is Eagles at the Bucs.
Yes.
And I say that because both teams are playing well. I think Eagles could potentially repeat Super Bowl wise. Like they are playing really well.
Mhm.
But Bucs are also playing well, and it's a home game for the Bucs. I think these last 2 weeks, I mean, honestly, every game we've seen the Eagles play, we've seen that they can be fallible. They're not flawless. But they always find a way to come out on top, which is why I'm choosing the Eagles on this game. But if any team out of all these weeks that they've played is going to beat them, I think the Bucs so far have the greatest chance.
Yeah.
So I think it could be a really good matchup, and I would be very happy if the Bucs won. But I'm going with Eagles right now.
I would love for the Bucs to win. I mean, I love the Bucs. I'm like, do I want to call this upset? I'm torn. I think for now, I'm sticking with the Eagles. I'm rooting with my heart for the Bucs to win this game. I don't care too much for the Eagles, but yeah, we got a full house of Eagles. Blitz Nation also went Eagles. I just want to put this out there. Drew Brees, and I want to hear your take on this. Drew Brees came out with this today on a podcast. He said, I respect Philly. They are winning games. I can't stand to watch that offense. It's the most boring offense. From Drew Brees. What's your take?
Dude, I will take any Eagles hate. And Drew Brees is my
Yeah.
favorite quarterback of all time.
Love
So,
it.
I mean, this gets me a little tingly in the nether region, honestly. I think it's spot on.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, man,
And
one of
in
the best.
context, in context with this quote, they're talking about like the tush push and
Yeah.
how just lame and boring. And I guess haters would say, oh, but it's because they're so good at it. I don't have a specific weight on like, should it be legal? Should it not be legal? It's like Eagles perfected it. They're amazing at it. Why should you have to take it out of the league?
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
think
for taking it out, but I agree with Drew Brees. Like the Eagles are a boring offense to watch.
Yeah. I think one of the things too is have you seen that video where they slow down the tush push right before they hike the ball?
No, but I think I know where you're going with it.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, they're always offsides. They
Yep.
always jump before the ball's hiked.
Yep.
And when you're only trying to go a few inches to a yard, it's so easy
That-
whenever you're offsides every play.
Yeah,
And you
Yeah.
so I mean, I think it does kind of ruin the game in a way. And part of me is biased because I hate the Eagles, but they are so
Right.
good at it because they found a way to, in my opinion, subvert the system.
Yeah.
And I think the system needs to adjust, you know. And it's not just about viewership. I think the NFL they're trying to think of ways to ban this because it does make it more boring. And viewership is something that they're very keen on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it kind of ruins the game too, in my opinion. But
Yeah. I fully agree on that side of things. Like if you're gonna have this play, for example, for the tush push, it needs to be legal. Like these refs need to be calling every single time because
I
they will
agree.
teach the Eagles like, okay, we obviously can't go that far. Let's be legal. Let's do it the right way. So I'm fine with the tush push. It works for them. Doesn't work for other teams. Cool. It's your superpower. But yeah, you should be legal with it.
yeah, because devil's advocate, what would the NFL do to ban the tush push? You know, could they say, oh, like, you know, the quarterback can't run, like push up against the offensive line to run the ball? Like that's basically saying the quarterback can't run the ball unless they do like a sweep, which is dumb. That would make the game worse.
Yeah.
Trying to fix a problem, you know.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know what the correct fix is other than just making sure that they're not offsides every play.
Yeah, just call it every time. If the refs could be more strict on calling it every time when they're offsides, I think, I wouldn't say everybody, but I think that would fix a lot of people's hatred on that play. So
Yeah. I still think that if every single play they did the tush push, they're not offsides, I still think 9 times out of 10 they're getting that first down. So
Yeah.
even if they're more, you know, stringent on making sure that they're not offsides, I still think the tush push is going to thrive and it's still going to make the game boring.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a fix, but it's at least something that where they can be a little bit more hesitant on, like, oh, let's just go do the tush push, you know, like they need to be more careful about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you. So
Anyways, yeah, Eagles.
yeah, Eagles. I win Eagles. Blitz Nation always win Eagles. So yeah, we got a full house Eagles, bro.
All right.
All right, next pick. Next pick, who we got?
Next up, we got Browns versus Lions, and I think this is going to be another snooze fest. I'm going to go ahead and change my lights here. I need to get better at this. I think it's going to be a pretty one-sided Lions game. It's home for the Lions. They've been playing well the last 2 weeks. I think week 1 was a fluke, hopefully, because I like the Lions. And Browns, yeah, Browns. I don't know if they're going to march into Detroit and take them down. So I'm going to go Lions here.
Did you watch last week?
I did not watch the Browns game. No,
the Browns beat the Packers.
You're right. No, I did see that score, and it was a pretty hefty win, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy win. So, just saying, anything's possible at this point with the Browns. Browns are such a weird team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you picking the Browns?
No. No, definitely not. I don't got those balls. No. So, but no, I got Lions. Blitz Nation has Lions. We got a full house Lions, but I'm just putting it out there. Watch out for the Browns, guys. They beat the Packers last week. Just saying.
They're going to be one of the most dangerous 8-8 teams out there.
Oh my gosh! If they can even get 8-8, dude.
Yeah.
They need to play in the Shedeur Sanders for that stuff, bro.
Yeah, honestly, maybe.
Maybe.
No, dude, who they have freaking Flacco? I actually like Flacco a lot.
You gotta love Joe Flacco, bro.
I love Joe Flacco.
So came off the couch to come play. Does he still have it? No, because I guess they're 1-3, so or 1-2.
Yeah.
Let me check real quick what ESPN has. Yeah, ESPN has the Lions winning 78% chance and the Browns 21% chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Pretty much. But yeah, next pick. Let's go. We got the Panthers versus the Patriots. Do we care?
Dude, ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody care. This might be one of the most boring games this week.
Dude, I need to get that sound effect downloaded on here. Ain't nobody care.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody
I'll
care.
have to find the video and send it to you.
Yeah, if you do that.
It's
But,
it's a Deion Sanders quote. Anyways.
Yeah. He's got some good quotes. I got Patriots winning this game mostly because it's a home game. Drake May, I think he's got it going a lot more than Bryce Young does. Right now as it stands, Teteroa McMillan, he's questionable. I think he'll still play, but yeah, I don't know. I got Patriots win this game pretty easy.
I don't think T-Mac playing is going to make the difference here, even though nothing bad against him, Yeah. I also have Patriots, but like I said, this is not the game you're going to be watching on Sunday.
If you are, you're probably a big fan.
Yeah.
All right, full house Patriots. Let's go. All right, next matchup. This one was a little tough, but go ahead.
Yeah. So we got Jags at 49ers, and this is another game where I want to say ain't nobody care. Like I don't think this is going to be the most exciting game, but at the same time, 49ers, they have been winning. And there's a lot of 49ers fans out there, and I still think they have one of the best coaches in the league. I am personally going to pick the 49ers, even though they have a lot of injuries. Like I said, they're also one of those teams that find a way to win. Even when they pull, players out of their butts, they'll find a way to, get the best out of them and do really well. Jags, I don't know. Not that they're terrible. I think they're pretty average right now, but I don't see them going into San Francisco and taking down the 49ers this week. But you tell me otherwise. What do you think?
So yeah, 49ers are 3-0. Jaguars are 2-1. The only thing that makes me nervous about this game with the 49ers is that pretty much everyone's injured besides Christian McCaffrey, which is unheard of. He's usually
it's opposite day.
Yeah, it's usually the opposite. So I don't know, bro. Nick Bosa just got injured last week, so he's out.
They got Fred Warner, right? He's not hurt.
He's not hurt yet. But I don't know. Is Mac Jones really? He came out with a win last week. They did pretty decent, but I don't know. I'm going with the Jags on this one. I think they're all.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a little rough. 49ers are good, but I think this might be the game that ends their undefeated streak.
I would be very happy. I'd be very happy.
Yeah. Blitz Nation also has Jags. It's not just me.
Oh, am I the lone wolf?
You're the lone wolf on this one, bro.
I didn't suspect that.
According to ESPN, it's close. 49ers, 49%. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy. 49ers are at 51% chance to win, and the Jags are at 48. So
okay,
it's pretty much 50-50. Could be anyone's game. Home for the 49ers. Yeah.
And neither of us have love for the 49ers, so like we both love to see them lose.
Yeah. So I'm mostly going Jags because most of them are healthy, and I'm just a pretty big believer on their head coach, Liam Cohen. So the beast of an offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Bucs last year. So I believe in him. I think he's slowly starting to get the team going and flowing. So I don't know. We'll see what the Jags can do.
All right, that's interesting. I'm lone wolf.
You're lone wolf. The first lone wolf pick where you and I are different. So.
Oh wow.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
This next pick, I feel like we're gonna be a little different on this pick too. Who we got?
Oh man, Colts and Rams. I actually, so this is another one where I think could be a game of the week. I think this could be a really fun game to watch.
Be a good game.
Colts are playing really well. Did you see that stat where in the first 3 weeks they've only punted once?
Yeah, I did see that.
And it was in week 3. So they're the first time, I think it was the first time in history or since the, years and years ago where a team didn't punt in their first 2 games of the season.
Yeah.
And now they've only punted once, which I think is crazy. But Rams also keep winning right now,
Rams are hot.
right?
Yeah.
And they're actually loved in LA.
Yeah.
Um, even though they lost last week to the Eagles, it was still a good game.
Yeah.
And I think the Colts, there's no way they're infallible. No one expected them to be this good this year.
So you
And
think-
even though they've beat good teams, they beat the Broncos, for example. Even though they've beat good teams, I think someone's going to find a way to get through their defense and score. And it's got to be the Rams. With Sean McVay, he's an offensive guru, and he always finds a way to make games interesting. So I'm going to go with Rams here, not purely because it's a home game, but because I think that they're still really good.
Yeah.
But it could be a really good game. But you tell me otherwise.
Oh, it's gonna be a good game. Blitz Nation, where we at? Blitz Nation went Rams.
Okay.
I'm a lone wolf on this one. I went Colts.
Man, I mean, it's not a terrible call.
So right now, Colts are undefeated. I think in this matchup, they come out still undefeated, beating the Rams. I think it's gonna be a high-scoring, close game. So what kind of got and look, according to ESPN, the Colts are underdogs in this game at 42% chance to win versus 55 by the Rams. So still pretty close. But what swayed me is Colts won last week to the Titans. Easy win. 2 weeks ago, like you said, they beat the Broncos. Amazing defense.
Yeah.
So they beat the Broncos. And then they beat the Dolphins. Pretty easy to beat the Dolphins right now. Rams last week lost to the Eagles. Their only loss to the Eagles. So they lost to a hard team. The Colts beat a hard team, the Broncos. Rams beat the Titans. So did the Colts. The Rams beat the Texans. Another
Which
easy
is nothing.
team. So that one loss to a hard team versus the Colts, one win to a hard team. I don't know. That kind of swayed me with the Colts this week. I could be wrong, but I'm a lone wolf on that pick.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it was a home game for Philly last week as well. So Rams had to
was.
go there and beat them, and that's really hard, especially in Philly. It's like
In Philly,
it's a terrible place to play. Yeah.
So
This is a home game for the Rams. I think it could be pretty interesting. I didn't realize what the spread was whenever I was making these picks with ESPN.
yeah.
But
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm so lame. I passed up on my Survivor pick for this week.
oh,
We haven't gotten to yours yet, but freaking missed mine. Dude, screw me.
I didn't even see who you picked.
I have my pick here, but I didn't highlight it like I normally do. But surprise.
I just saw.
Surprise. My lone wolf pick is the Chargers beating the Giants. So
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
yeah, it's again, Giants are 0-3, Chargers are 3-0. Pretty easy pick, so you could say, "Oh, Ryan, you're boring. That's not ballsy." But I'm just trying to make it another week, so
It'll make it interesting, like week 15, week 16.
yeah. So I got Chargers. We had a couple submissions this week for Blitz Nation's Survivor pick, but we'll get into that later here in a little bit. But
Okay,
yeah, Colts versus Rams, good matchup. Let's get to
good
our next
game. Good
pick.
game.
All right, bro, who we got?
All right, next game we got Ravens at the Chiefs. Ravens always find a way to lose right now. They always find a way to have Derrick Henry fumble the ball.
Yeah, bro.
And Chiefs are a shadow of their former selves as well. So I
Yeah.
think we have two teams that are trying to show the league that they're still relevant. I think one team is actually a lot better than their record shows.
They're both 1-2. That like blows me away for both of these teams, really. But yeah, they're both 1-2.
But one team surprises me more that they're 1-2, and I'm gonna actually say that's the Ravens. I think the Ravens should have won some of these games that they lost, and the one that comes to mind is the Bills game, where they were leading by at least 2 touchdowns and they lost the game.
Yeah.
And every game, Derrick Henry has fumbled the ball.
That's crazy.
Even this last week, and you see him on the bench, he's just so mad at himself.
He was
So
not happy. Yeah.
I
Does he
think
do it
he
again
has
this
something to
week?
prove. That was my question. Is he going to do it again? I have no dislike towards the Ravens or Derrick Henry. Like
Yeah.
I like to see these guys succeed personally. I don't want them to fumble. I have no love for the Chiefs, but I think the Ravens are the better team. I think they should have won some of these games, and it came down to some stupid mistakes that I think can easily be addressed with a little bit more, mental fortitude and some, focused training. Whereas the Chiefs, I think, have more systemic issues right now in the fact that they don't really have a great pass game. Patrick Mahomes is finding a way to overthrow and misthrow and, just not do as well as he has in the past.
Yeah, it's not like him to do that. So
Yeah. I mean, he'll still have the occasional, like, no look, behind the back alley-oop throw. That'll be perfect,
Yeah.
So there's still that. But I think overall, the Ravens are the better team, and they should win this game, which is why I'm choosing them.
I'm gonna be blown away if the Chiefs actually win this game, because there's no way the Ravens go 1-3, right?
It'd be crazy.
There's
It'd be
no
crazy.
way the Ravens go 1-3, and I know I said that last week where I was like,
Yeah.
"There's no way the Ravens go 1-2."
I mean, especially how well Lamar Jackson is playing right now. Like, he's playing well. Like, he's doing another MVP season already. Like,
Yeah.
he's fantastic.
I've got him. I've been lucky, and I have him in almost all my fantasy leagues. And dude, he's been balling out. He's number one in fantasy right now. So as a quarterback, so yeah, bro. I mean, I went Ravens. So did Blitz Nation. We got a full house Ravens, but bro,
Should be Ravens. Yeah.
I kind of actually want this to be another good close game. I'm surprised, dude. Compared to what we have for Sunday Night Football and even Monday Night Football, I'm surprised this matchup, Ravens and Chiefs, I'm surprised it's not primetime.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
it's
fair.
game of the week. It's a 4:30 game Eastern time, so it's game of the week, but it's not prime time. Like,
dude, especially when you look at this Sunday Night Football matchup, man, they were. I don't know what they were thinking.
How did you miss that? Ravens and Chiefs could. I'm not saying it is, but it could be the AFC Championship game, and you're having it right now.
Yeah.
This week 4, and you're not putting it primetime Sunday Night Football. I'm surprised.
Yeah. I'm with you.
But yeah, full house Ravens. It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be high scoring, but yeah, we'll see. All right, bro. Kind of a snooze fest. We got the Bears versus the Raiders. This one was actually kind of hard for me, just because we saw an amazing game by the Bears last week, beating the Cowboys. Raiders, they're kind of sleeping a little bit. Is this their game to come back out, come alive? Like, I don't know. You'd think the Raiders would be a little better with Pete Carroll, Geno, and Austin Genty, Brock Bowers. They have some weapons, but both these teams are 1-2. So
yeah, I don't think Geno's the answer here personally.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's shown kind of like where he did in Seattle. He had some spots where he showed really good potential, or like, some above average plays, but overall he's not the future. Regardless of how you look at it, it's just age alone, he's not the future. So I think this is a great opportunity for Raiders to try and hope they get a really good draft pick next year.
Yeah.
And then set themselves up for the future. So I'm not saying that's their plan right now. It's early on in the season, but I think this is going to be one of those spicy games that no one really cares about. And I chose Bears here just because they did play really well last week.
I think that's a fair pick.
But I don't know, man. Yeah.
Would you say at this point, because Geno left Seattle, went to the Raiders. Sam Darnold left the Vikings, went to Seattle. Who would you say is doing? Who would you want starting as your quarterback? Sam Darnold or Geno?
Dude, I've always been a Sam Darnold fan, actually. Even when he was on the Jets, I like Sam Darnold. I think he's personally in the better situation right now. I think he's got a lot of things working for him. He still has a decent, good future. He was actually really young when he entered the league too, so he's got a lot of experience at a younger age.
Yeah.
Whereas Geno, he's kind of getting older. Even if he ends up having a really good season, there's a little bit more limited time on what he's able to do in the league. And so, I mean, I would personally rather have Sam Darnold on my team.
I'm with you on
not
that.
any hate towards Gino, like I say, but
Yeah, no hate towards Gino, but I think we both agree on that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we got a full house Bears. I hope the Bears have finally found their juice. I hope Ben Johnson has finally like gotten this team going, because I think we'd all love to see the Bears just win some games. So
be good for once. Yeah.
yeah, be good for once. But yeah, we'll see if that happens this week.
Done and done.
All right, dude.
Dude, next up we have what could have been the game of the week. Oh,
yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty one-sided though. It's Packers at Cowboys.
This is Sunday night, by the way.
Yeah. And I have my a little vendetta to play against. So as you guys may know, I lost my survivor pick last week and I chose the Cowboys like an idiot.
No! No!
And this is a matchup everyone's been talking about since the Micah Parsons trade going to the Packers. And I'm going to choose the Packers to not only win this game, but I'm choosing that as my survivor pick. Even though Packers got railed at the behind. It's got to happen.
Sorry
dude.
for cutting
It's
you
gotta
off,
be
by the
done.
way.
No, you're good.
As soon as you say survivor pick, I'm pushing that button. Just know in advance.
Nah, dude.
But
Yeah, that's pretty much it. This game will get me fired up. I probably won't be watching it because I'm sure Packers will roll over the Cowboys. But all they got to do is throw straight to Stephon Diggs and they'll be fine.
yeah, Stephon was
What?
not doing too hot.
Yeah.
My question for you is Michael Parsons about to sack Dak Prescott?
Oh, dude, I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
Even though we actually do have a decent offensive line, we have our center is injured right now. But I think it's not going to be easy. I think that's one of the better parts of our team is our offensive line. I think he's going to get to him, and they even interviewed him about it. Did you see that interview?
Yeah, his quote. He said something
And-
like it's going to be
Yeah.
painful or something.
Well, he's going to say it's going to be painful for him because he actually loves Dak Prescott.
Right,
Like they actually
that's
have a
what I
lot of
meant, yeah.
respect between each other,
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously he's going to go all out and he's going to do his job.
But his heart is going to pain him to sack
Yeah,
his quarterback.
because he loves the dude,
Yeah.
So I think it'll happen. Over under it happens is going to be fairly positive. He sacks him at least once.
Yeah. ESPN's got Packers winning at 60% chance. So it's gonna be a good game. Sunday night football. I'd be very surprised if Cowboys came out on top. But yeah, we got a full house Blitz Nation.
Yeah.
All right. Next pick, we got 2 Monday night football matchups. Kind of both snooze fest, but let's get into it. All right, I'll start with the first one. We got the Jets versus Dolphins. Yeah.
Need we say more?
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Here's my question. Would you rather watch Titans Texans or Jets Dolphins?
Titans, Texans. Honestly, Jets, Dolphins. Because it's a divisional game, so
That's
could be a
fair.
little
It could be a
spicy.
good game, but
biggest question is Justin Fields gonna be back? Because he was under concussion protocol.
yeah.
Last I looked, this morning, he himself has said like he feels good, he's ready to play. It's really up to the coaching staff if they're gonna let him play. So
Yeah.
as of right now, he's questionable on concussion protocol, but he says he's good.
If I'm on their medical staff, like obviously I want my starter quarterback to play. But if I'm questionable at all, I think this is a great week to let him rest one more week.
Yeah,
And then let him come back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, not to say that they won't win this game without him.
Oh my
I'd rather see him play. I think he's one of my favorite parts of the Jets right now.
Right.
I actually do like Justin Fields quite a bit.
So
But,
question is, if he plays this week against the Dolphins, where do you pick? Where do you sway?
If he plays, I'd probably choose the Jets.
Yeah. That's fair. Right now, the Jets and the Dolphins, they're both 0-3. So this is another 0-3 matchup.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I think I chose the Dolphins because it's a home game. But if he plays, I would choose the Jets.
Okay. I got Dolphins just because they put up a lot of points last week.
On the Bills, right?
Let me triple check. Yeah, they started coming a little bit back on the Bills. Yeah. I know at one point they were tied. I think it was like 21-21 or 14-14 against the Bills last week. There's no chance the Dolphins were going to win, but it was tied at one point, I think at halftime. So, and they put up a lot of points against the Patriots the previous week, and that was a divisional game. So 3 divisional games back to back, and they have scored a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas the Jets, they've almost beat the Bucs, got destroyed by the Bills, and almost beat the Steelers with Justin Fields playing that game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't need to say more about this matchup, but yeah, I've got Dolphins. Blitz Nation has Dolphins. You have Dolphins?
I chose Dolphins actually as well, mostly based on that Bills game.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if Justin Fields was playing or not, but I'll probably just leave it. But like I say, this isn't going to be the most mind-blowing game. Like even if it's a good game, neither of these teams are really going to go very far this year. So no one really cares.
Are you more excited about this next matchup though?
Yeah, no, I think I am. I think this will be the more interesting game Monday night, personally, purely because I think the Broncos are pretty fun to watch right now with, Bo Nix playing so well. So Bengals at Broncos. I think Bengals, like I say, they're like a women's volleyball team right now. I think Broncos are going to easily win this game. I didn't want to waste my survivor pick here because I think I'll have to choose Broncos later on in the season.
Yeah.
But it's a home game for the Broncos. I expect them to walk all over the Bengals and put up at least 70 points. So.
Does it make you nervous that on paper the Bengals are 2-1, Broncos are 1-2?
No.
Okay.
No, that's why we're analysts here, man. We see beyond the numbers.
Exactly.
We actually know what's going on.
We look past the face value.
That's
Especially
right,
if you have
guys.
a hole through your chest. We look past it.
There you go. We can see right through people sometimes when they have pipes in their chest.
Yeah. So I went Broncos. Pretty easy pick for me. They're favored to win by a lot in this game. Yeah, pretty easy pick. Great defense. Should be a lot better offense. They've been a little stale. Bo Nix has been a little stale. It might be that sophomore slump, but yeah, I think this will be a pretty easy win. Does Jake Browning put it back together this week? I think he's got to get T. Higgins a lot more involved. They've got to get the run game with Chase Brown established a lot more because last week was just abysmal.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm with you. I'm not. I'm watching the game for the Broncos personally.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
All right, bro. That wraps up our weekly picks, our survivor picks. We got the Chargers, myself, Packers, you, and a couple. We got a submission from Blitz Nation. They went with, my God, who was it? Who the frick was it? Oh, it was the Bills. They went with the Bills.
Oh, they wasted it on the Bills.
They wasted a pick on the Bills. So
that's okay. I mean, they're gonna be right. They're gonna be right.
Yes,
but you can't use that team again, guys. You can't. It's over.
Yeah, Blitz. Sorry, guys. You wasted it on the Saints. You're gonna be alive after this pick, but could have chosen another pick. But anyways, we got a great week of football, bro. Thanks for another great week on this podcast, bro.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh.
I don't know. I just really want to hit that button.
Nah, dude, you're good. I'll try to come up with some other exciting, medical extravaganza that I saw this last week. So.
What is on the next week of Jordan's anatomy?
Yeah, Jordan's anatomy. I'll tell you all about my anatomy next week, dude.
Yes, please. All right, guys. You guys have a great week out there. We love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I know if you're watching this video, you're not a subscriber because you're not my mom. Only my mom is subscribed to this. So I do want to throw out there before we end real quick. Last week, week 3, was our most viewed episode in history.
Oh, how many we get?
Couple million.
Man,
If o-
where's my million?
if only. Nah, it was. I'm not gonna say the number because it's embarrassing. But in history,
Hey, we're new, man. We're making waves though. That's what I want to hear.
Making waves. We took a season off last year, so we're getting back out there. It's in history as our most. I do want to put this out there though. I don't know if you've seen the thumbnail art, our YouTube thumbnails that I've been doing for us, but I was on the cover of that thumbnail. So
That's why.
is
That's
that
why.
why we're going viral now? So I've been switching it off. This week, this episode, you'll be on the cover thumbnail. So we'll see if it drops the views a lot lower. And then next week, I'll be on the thumbnail again. It's every other. So we'll see if it's a trend.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you better get a good picture then. That still could be on you.
That's true. So anyways, guys, Blitz Nation, we love you guys. We welcome you back for next week. Have a good week.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Blitz Bros. Let's go, Blitz Nation. We'll see you next time.
Peace out, Blitz Nation.